Right? Sacred versus divine order. Well, I might make a video, different video. Mostly because, as you know, that is censored. And there are things that must be put somehow as clear as possible. And so we'll see. Well, let's move on. As I told before, I pretend to start living on prana. But there are two reasons, basically. Okay, I want, I could, I don't know, describe more than one reason, because I want, but that doesn't matter. What matters, the reason I am here making videos, trying to share things, because what really matters, the order of things. And so that is the reason why many people are doing the same thing, of course, on their way. Many times we can see something like chosen ones, light beings, something like that. Well, I have nothing against any kind of approach. I just want to show the real thing that is what really matters. You see, people usually take the easy way. And of course, the English language is very limited. And so, you see, that doesn't help. Well, so the reason I want to show you is, okay, I'm going to live on prana because human beings are not exactly land on what you should. I mean, it is the divine order. You see, sacred is a term used with a connection that is, you can call it whatever you want. Culture, doctrine, religious thing, whatever. It's the same. It's a matter of brainwashing. So people are programmed and so use the program to live on. Basically, it's what this is about. And that is the same with concepts like the self, the right, or common sense, or communism, or whatever. It's all the same bullshit. And you see, the same happens when people think and speak out things like property. Oh boy, what is property? If you are talking about things like, for instance, still there are several types of steel. Each one has its own composition. So the composition is there, its properties. So you see, property, you can say something. Okay, this is my property because I bought, or because simply this is what I use to dress myself, because I like it, because and so on, because you see, there are plenty of reasons to everybody thinks that it is my property. It's so simple as that. Or intellectual property, or whatever. There are many kinds of property. But nature, nature, in whatever form it may be, cannot be property. But then, you see, you can see people talking about things like nobody's land, and they say, okay, this is nobody's land. I want this piece of land. I'm going to occupy this. I'm going to restrict this. What? This means there is a owner. The state, there is a owner, and then you're going to pay the tax about that, and so on. If is nobody, is nobody. You see how people are mistaken. And then there is something like, okay, the land. The water comes from the land, spring water at least. You can, well, somewhere you can pick up the rain water. Anyways, you see, water, air, whatever, nature, animals, nature cannot be property. Cannot. You need to understand the difference between what they say and what things are. So, you heard things like God. That term is religious term, is something like, well, somehow they, the system, wants you to think, to repeat. And the same thing as with the self idea, which is identification with the body. 666, body, no spirit, body. You see? Where people have its own thing, image, personality, power, and so on. Needs, envy, ego, or whatever. The body, the self, is about the body. Human being is not the body, it's much more than that. You see the inversion, spirit? So, human being has the body, different bodies, but is the same. You see the divine order? Spirit. Natural law. I've been talking about this. The codes. You see, when people talk about rights and so on, they are saying that simply they accept the system. What they tells you, what is right, what are your rights, and you accept. You see, so somehow you are always accepting. So be careful. You see the trick, you see what really is matrix, illusion, whatever you may call it, Maya. We are in the final judgment. Why? Because what they say is normal before was they then said, this is what is normal, this is what is right, and so on. And now they are saying, now we have a new normal. And people are accepting again, normal, not question, no, okay. So you see, then there will be a price. Well, we can measure this in several ways, but one of those things that really matters exactly what I said. The idea of property on the land. You see, they, on their law, of course, that is not legitimate. Do you know, again, do you know what is legitimacy? Again, you have a problem. So, if they said something like with Indians, American Indians, the land, who has the owner, who is the owner of this land? Oh, we are, a tribe, Oh, if you said you are or something like that, it was okay. So there are always an excuse, like if you are the owner, okay. Oh, do you like game? Do you want to play poker? Those stories. Well, the thing is, the game is not over, but they basically have everything, or almost everything in their hands, and they are preparing everything to take over on everything. So if they, when they are the owners of everything, they are your owner. And of course, there are the things like the schemes like they registrate some shit in some it's intellect or science or something like that, property. And so they are the owners. And judges, they decide. You just have to accept, nothing more than that. They decide, and that's it. So they decide about DNA. If there are some changes, something that someone can claim that you did, it's about that situation. So there's a registration, attend to registration, and so there's an owner. And you see, always we live always in this system is BS, bullshit, yeah, always. And so doesn't matter what is in stake. Doesn't matter. it's fraud. The judge, you see, they tells you they tell you always things like what is proof, what is not, what you need to believe, what you need to accept. Believe. This is the system. Believe. Always. You see, so you are always like a victim of corruption. For instance, the idea of property. So, you see, how can I survive if I don't accept that? There is no way. Everything has a owner. What? The land has an owner. Oh. Or the state or private. So I cannot live in this world. I can't. It's impossible. You see, it's impossible. So, should I beg, even to private, whatever may be the case? I'm sorry. No, the land is mine. No one can be owner of something that cannot claim that. It's impossible. You see? So, the land is mine. Why? Not because I have not this body, but because I am a human being. They want to change the DNA. Oh, yeah. What can I say? What can I say? I don't buy that shit. That is another reason, you see. I cannot eat the heavy shit they serve us. It's only poison. So, people, even if they have some land, they can cultivate some. You see, I'll show you an image. They are spraying since through 2007. They are spraying us chemtrails. This is madness. You see, we are being poisoned, and so if someone have some land and cultivate bio products, well, until when? You see, they do what they want, simply. You can't imagine where this can go. I could say things like, remember new technology, you know what I mean. Well, I think the message, it's enough for this one. So I hope you understand you need to understand that you have to put things in the right way. Yes, there is no other way. You see, I already talk about this and leave the message. I have we count. I open their communities. One of those is in English. That is the Community for Paradise. You see, community. You need to understand this, what this is about. This is not a product. Hey, come on! This is not a product. This is about you and your nature. You see, your duty. You see, it's about the other. You see, so doesn't matter if you think you are a chosen one or whatever. Doesn't matter. You just need to do what you should. You need to understand there is a divine order. And so there is no other way. There is the right order, the right or the wrong. So simple as that. So you need to understand, not believe, understand. So when people talk about their beliefs, they're not helping, you see. So I hope this can help somehow, and I hope soon bring another video. Until then, keep well.